The lighthouse keeper found a woman who had been washed up on the beach by the waves. Even though her outfit was unusual, it looked like she was seriously hurt. Edeni quickly felt a wave of compassion and brought the woman back to his room. But then, the magnetic field in the room got disrupted, causing the power to go out. The woman appeared to be struggling to adapt to life on land, coughing up water several times before suddenly grabbing onto Denny, his neck in fear just as he was about to explain. The chaotic magnetic field stabilized and the television began showing images of the underwater world. Without uttering a word, the woman shattered the screen into fragments, but the impact of the strike made her injuries rip open, and she passed out from the pain. When she woke up the next day, she discovered that her waist injury had been thoughtfully bandaged. Clearly the man who saved her had no ill intentions. However, as the woman lowered her defenses, she quickly spotted the fish tank in front of her, which appeared to have been neglected for quite some time. She took a goldfish from the bowl and shoved it in her mouth. To help her understand, Denny calmly reassured her and patiently taught her how to drink tea. A smile of relief finally broke across her face. During their conversation, Denny discovered that the woman was, in fact, the Queen of Atlantis. She had risked everything to escape a politically arranged marriage imposed by her father. As a result, they were able to gradually develop feelings for one another, resulting in an interspecies marriage. Shortly after, their biracial son, Arthur, was born. They believed their family of 3 would enjoy a straightforward and joyful life. But a couple of years later, a thunderous roar broke the long-awaited tranquility. Queen Atlantis felt a sense of danger and quickly told her husband to find a safe place to hide their son. At that moment, soldiers from the underwater realm, clad in unusual uniforms, stormed in. They had arrived at the king's request to convince the princess to come back for her wedding, ensuring the safety of her family. Atlantis had no choice but to say a heart-wrenching goodbye to her husband and get ready to talk things over with her father. Before she left, she and Denny made a promise. One day, she would come back to this dock, and they would live happily ever after. 5 years went by in a flash. Arthur, who had the blood of the sea people flowing through him, started to exhibit remarkable abilities. He was able to communicate with fish, but when he opened his golden eyes, it felt like he had the power to command the ocean. The army was brought in to train Arthur, and his mother dispatched her trusted aide, Vic, to show him the ways of Atlantis. As soon as Arthur stepped into the water, he was excited to find that he could breathe easily and even talk underwater. His mother's blood enabled his body to endure extreme cold and pressure, and the true purpose of his golden eyes was to uncover all the creatures lurking in the shadows. With Vic's careful guidance, Arthur's skills became stronger. Whenever he asked when he could see his mother, Vic would always give him vague responses, insisting that he needed to finish his training first. Finally, one day, unable to withstand the constant challenges, Arthur confronted Vic about whether his mother genuinely cared for him. Realizing he could no longer keep the truth hidden, Vic revealed what really happened after returning to Atlantis. Atlanta was compelled to marry the king and soon after gave birth to their second son. The king found out about Arthur, his illegitimate son born on land, and he just couldn't come to terms with the truth. He commanded that Atlanta be offered to the Sea Dog tribe as punishment. That's why Vic devoted himself to training Arthur, believing that one day he could return to Atlantis and assist his mother in seeking justice.